After several mass shootings both locally and nationally, Chattanooga community members and leaders are calling for action and are happy to see the first steps toward ending gun violence. A new bipartisan agreement could soon lead to the first major gun reform legislation to pass Congress in decades. 10 Democrats and 10 Republicans have agreed on funding for red flag laws and mental health programs, strengthening school security, and the federal background check system.
I believe what has been found is enough willing bodies on both sides of the aisle to come together to do something meaningful that impacts the lives, particularly of our children.
This decision comes just weeks after the nation was rocked by multiple mass shootings, including 2 right here in Chattanooga.
Chattanooga will not tolerate this in our community. Our city will put a stop to this.
While certain measures like raising the age to buy semi-automatic rifles are unlikely to pass through the Senate, Tennessee Representative Yusuf Hakeem believes the bipartisan agreement is a good middle ground.
Compromise is what you aim for, somewhere in the center, where you have time to review it, to study it, the impact that it has.
The announcement also comes just one day after a nationwide March for Our Lives, a rally against gun violence that called for action from lawmakers.
They work for us, so our voices will be heard at the end of the day. You can't ignore, a majority of Americans who support this type of legislature.
Shiloh McCulley organized Chattanooga's rally Saturday. He says while he's happy with the progress, he wants to keep up the momentum.
We need to be making sure that we're, addressing the mental health concerns, the education concerns, the community concerns, as well as the gun reform that we're trying to get. We can't just march one time and expect change to happen. We have to continually be on the move.
Today in Chattanooga, loved ones of the victims in the past weekend shooting paid respects to the ones they lost.
It's all about her.
Darius Dixon is the father of Darian Dixon. She's one of the victims that died in the McCauley mass shooting on Sunday.
It's going to take me and my wife and my family and sisters and cousins, her little cousins, a while to get over this. We have never lost anyone to gun violence. So this makes it hits home now, so it's a lot different.
Friends and family describe her as a star basketball player, a loving sister and friend. She played basketball at Central High and then went on to Cleveland State.
It's a fight every day, trying to get my wife to go to sleep and get at least 2 or 3 hours of sleep. I'm trying to get 2 or 3 hours of sleep. And it's hard because every day my baby called us every day and said, "Dad, I love you. Daddy, what are you doing? What you got going on today? You off?" Now I don't have that.
Darian's closest friend, Armaya Thomas, says she's still trying to cope with the pain of losing her best friend.
It's one of the hardest things that I've ever had to deal with. It's just rough. It's still rough. I'm still dealing with it, but definitely the worst pain I've ever felt.
Kevin Brown is the second victim identified in the McCauley shooting. He was 35 years old and a graduate of East Ridge High School. He also leaves behind 3 children. Across town, family and friends gathered for Miracle Moss, the third victim in the shooting. She leaves behind a 7-year-old daughter.
Too many people losing their lives to, innocent people losing their lives, and it leaves a lot of families devastated, want answers, and, sleepless nights, because we'll never, ever get it back.
She can light up a room. I'm a Miss Girls Night, having fun with my sister, drinking. It's not gonna never be the same.
I'm here on Station Street, where it seems to be a good crowd of people out tonight, but given the recent shootings in the Chattanooga area, not everyone feels safe enough to come out. Molly C. lives just up the street from Mary's. She says her family stays close to home as possible.
We don't let the children out of the yard anymore.
With the recent shootings in downtown Chattanooga and McCauley Avenue on Sunday, people in the area have expressed not feeling safe going out. Molly says she and her family won't even take her niece and nephew to Highland Park.
And the kids are 4 and 2 years old, so what am I going to do? I can protect one, but I couldn't protect both of them if there's an active shooter.
Sandra Thomas, another resident, says she fears for her children's safety as well.
Bullets does not have eyes. I'm not going to sit up there and let no kid get hit by no stray bullet.
Arlene Novak is the manager at the Gate 11 Distillery on Station Street. She says she's seen a difference in the number of people out in the area.
But closer to, it's to McCauley and downtown, definitely not as many people out during the evenings. So, it's still out, but not a lot.
we noticed a new surveillance camera on Station Street. We got confirmation from Jerry Sutton, CPD sector captain, that the camera was recently placed to increase security. Later, we noticed another surveillance camera on Macaulay Avenue, right across the street from Mary's Bar and Grill. Chattanooga Police Chief Celeste Murphy posted a message on their Facebook page on the efforts on increasing police presence.
It focuses on having more personnel in the real-time intelligence center and quick response units for large crowds, which won't take away from our 911 calls for service response.
It has affected us greatly, but not just us. I mean, everybody around us. I mean, the neighbors, on Sunday evening, they had a party. They finished that by dark because, that's when the shooters come out.